up and running, I think. We're back. Be with you in a second, folks. Let me just put everything out there. There we go. Come on. God, it takes longer than it should to bloody post something, shouldn't it? Right, okay. I think we're done. I think we're good. Right, I've got my tablet in front of me now, so oops, where are I cannot see comments. Oh yes, I can. It's right there, you idiot. Cool. Right, I can finally start. We're back, baby. We're back. Whoops. Number 2. It's going to be a bit of a basic bitch one today, I think. I was going to try something. I still might. I might try and stream this on TikTok as well at the same time. So I've got this little thing here. Will that work? Or will it be better? I did get a stand today as well. I don't know if it will be any good. My phone even fit between this thing. 1 second. Sorry, I realise I'm not really streaming anything here. will this work? It's not looking promising. I don't think this thing's strong enough. No, that's not going to work, I don't think. I'll figure something out next time. Like if I could elevate this thing, like if I could just maybe, I don't know, put it on top of that. Got a little box there, would that work? Would that work if I just put it on top of that? Would that work? I don't know. I don't know if you can get a good... I don't know. Alright, let's just get on with it, shall we? I will do it, sod it. So there's 5 minutes worth of nothing. Apologies, YouTubers or YouTube audience. There's 5 minutes worth of nothing. But we'll try and see what happens. There's a sign outside my door. So for those who are on TikTok, I know it's at a bit of a weird angle. Can I get away maybe? I don't think I can. Yeah, so I know it's a little bit of a weird angle on TikTok. It's because I'm streaming this on YouTube, so I'm just seeing if I can stream them side by side somehow. I have got a capture card on the way. I don't know if that means you can stream kind of in the same way. I don't know. Like if you can stream through more than one streaming service, I don't know entirely. But if it looks a bit crap on TikTok, do let me know. Multiple platform streaming today. Yes, Sunny, I am giving it a go. I thought, why not? I did buy a tripod. just a cheap little tripod thing. So I did buy this from B&M today. But it seems to kind of only kind of work in landscape. I mean, I tried doing it like that for portrait, but I suppose I could. I think it's the weight that's the problem. And it seems like you need to kind of elevate it as well. It came with this cool little thing, this little... Oh, look how fucking bright that is, look at that. That's really bright. But yeah, it was just a cheap little thing, I thought. May as well. So there's a... For those on TikTok, there's a regular in my chat called Uni Sin. And he says hello. He's in India, and he always joins me on YouTube, but he cannot join me on TikTok because it is banned in his country. But he passes on his hellos. And my YouTube should be in my description. I swear to God, if it's giving you the link for my old YouTube channel, I'm going to go spare, because I've had to change it like once every 5 weeks. But yeah, I've not drawn properly in a couple of weeks, so... We'll see how it goes. How are you anyway, Ernie? It's been a while since I've been on. Had a bit of a break, had to sort some things out. Had to completely rearrange my workspace, all that kind of thing. Just wondering, can I elevate that even higher? Could I even do this? There you go. Is that a bit better? The TikTokers? There you go. You see a bit more there? But yeah, for anyone interested who does pop in on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, so you can go and have a little wander over. Oh, did you manage to see it? Is it any good? I've heard it is good. I was meant to see June on Saturday, but so I was meant to see it with 2 friends, but all 3 of us had to cancel because life gets in the way. I think we're still trying to rearrange it and stuff, but it's just really difficult at the minute. We just can't seem to get any sort of available time, which is frustrating. First one higher, really. I've heard most people say that the second one's better. I was chatting with my friends about the first one, and I can kind of understand why people might see the first one as a little bit dull. I kind of get that criticism. But it's what I would describe as almost like hard sci-fi, which I kind of prefer. Fucking light. What a return, eh? Looking like. Stupid thing. I have had 1 like on TikTok. Thank you very much for the like. Yeah, apologies for the awkward angle on TikTok. I am just trying something just to see. just to see if it would work, because I thought, why not? There's more stuff happening in the second part compared to the first one. Okay, fair enough. Like if you've kind of jumped the gun on reading the books. Normally with a film or a TV series, I always prefer to read the book first. Like an example of that is Hawkeye. Like I bought the first 3 Hawkeye graphic novels. And then the TV series came out right in the middle of me reading them, which was annoying, but I've deliberately not watched it because of that. Dune is the only film or TV series that I've wanted to watch the film first. I've got the graphic novel for Dune. So I got it for my birthday a couple of years ago. So I got that a couple of years ago for my birthday. There you go, TikTok, I'm not leaving you out either. Look. And I've really wanted to read it, but I've deliberately held off until I've seen the first 2 films because I thought the films looked amazing. And I watched the 1984 one as well, which my friend calls a beautiful disaster, and I'm inclined to agree with him. Thank you for all the likes as well for everyone on TikTok. So for anyone interested who is tuned in on TikTok, I do stream this on YouTube. This is this Monday stream I do every Monday at about this time. I also do time lapses. So all the stuff in my sketchbook that I'll be making prints of, so I believe this is the correct sketchbook, is it? Is it? No, it wouldn't be awkward sausage. So all the stuff in this sketchbook, I basically record it and do a time lapse of it, and these are all on my YouTube channel for anyone interested who's on TikTok. And because I now have a proper working space and my printer's up and running, I'll be making prints of those available as well as these. And where is it? I did my first mock-up print. I don't know if you saw this, Eddie. In fact, I don't think you would have. But I did my first kind of mock-up. I made a little video on TikTok of it. So I'll be doing little prints of these. This is just on crappy card. It was just to see what it would look like. But I'll be investing in some proper paper and all that kind of stuff. So they'll be available soon. So glad to see you back. Thank you, Coob. Good to see you as well, my friend. It's been a while, hasn't it? Been a hot minute, as they say. Yeah, I had to sort some bits and pieces out. Didn't have a space to work from, but it's all good. Sort some cocaine right in the next few bucks. Yeah, I've heard that about Dune, but like I say, I quite like kind of really hard sci-fi, like when there's loads of lore and it goes in depth. I'm not saying like it works every time when a writer does that, but it always interests me to sort of see where they take it. Like Dune 1, the first film, just felt like pure world building and setting you up for the next part, which normally can come across as a bit boring. But with the first Dune film, I really liked it. I didn't mind it. Space politics spanning 10,000 years. God, that's a long time. I didn't know the Dune books spread across that time period. I know there was like set like really far in the future. But I didn't know the films themselves spread across that amount of time. Yeah, the religious part of it and all that stuff. Yeah, that's nuts. How many books are there, did you say? 6? I knew of, I think I knew of 2. And the first and second film that are out now, that's spread over one book, isn't it? That's one book split in 2. I'm sure it is. Six on those prequels. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I had every intention of getting the books, but because I got that graphic novel for my birthday, I thought, well, I'll just read it through graphic novels then. The last time I was on, I remember we were speaking about sort of film adaptations of books, and like sometimes I'm just all right with the film. Like I don't need to read the books. Like Lord of the Rings, I don't think I'll ever read the Lord of the Rings. Like I was quite happy with the films on that one. I really enjoyed the films. I thought they were amazing. Like fantasy's not normally my kind of thing, but I just thought that was really good storytelling, and that was enough. Like I don't think I'll ever watch The Hobbit either. Not that I thought it looked bad. Like it may be a bit too CGI heavy, but I just thought, nah, I'm kind of all right now. I've had my fill of Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter's the same. Like I've got no interest in the fantastical beast stuff. I've got no interest in watching the books. Watching the books. Just put a book on the table and I sit and stare at it, reading the books. Thank you for all the likes on TikTok as well, by the way. If someone has commented on there, forgive me if I've not caught up. I'm not used to this dual streaming. Music for Life, thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. So I don't know if you boys would have seen it on where's my pen? On TikTok, but what I've said I want to do, there you go, is maybe start streaming some games on TikTok as well. And then if I get a big enough audience, I might move that over to YouTube too. But that was just going to be, it wasn't going to be like a serious thing. Like I know gaming streamers, you know, it's like hours and hours and hours and hours of gaming. I don't really want to do that. Like I'd rather dedicate that amount of time to this, but like for a couple of hours or an hour or something, just sort of every day after I've done my drawing stuff, just go live on TikTok and stream some games that I like playing just to wind down. I thought that could be a fun thing to do. Yeah, I don't think I could be a full-time gaming streamer. I don't think I'd be entertaining enough as a gaming streamer. Because you've either got to be really, really good or really, really entertaining, and I don't think I'm quite either. Everyone's doing very well. Thank you, music. Appreciate it. Dual streaming. Yeah, but I thought I'd give it a go, music, just to see. I thought, why not? Not going to do any harm, is it? Might get a few new sort of followers who might nip over to YouTube. Yeah, it's just nice to be back up and running properly. How have you been anyway, Coob? How's the last couple of weeks been for you, my friend? Been up to anything interesting? I always break out the take your vitamins every time. Vitamins, take them. Yeah, I've been feeling like knackered and shit recently, so bought some vitamin D's. Oh, that sounds rough. Jihad is an interesting read. Yeah, I'll put the June books are probably something I'll go through at some point. Or like I say, if they ever kind of release them graphic novel wise. Oh, they're making a Memorial Booker of June, are they? Again, I doubt I'll have time to play it, to be honest. Nice one, Coop. Anything you've got to show? Or was it just mucking about in your sketchbook and all that stuff? Yeah, I'm still going through Breath of the Wild. I don't think I will ever stream playing that game. Oh my god. I've got quite a bit further in it, but like there are times in that game where it's just like, fuck you. 1.1k likes, thank you for that. On TikTok. Oh, don't start, phone. Solanderfloor, thank you very much for the follow on TikTok. Appreciate it. There you go. Streaming on TikTok seems to have paid off. I've got one new follower. How about that? They all count, as they say. Just posted the result. I think it looks properly cool. Can't actually check it at the minute because all my devices are in use. Yeah, they do look really cool. It's just, yeah, like I say, it's just time. I probably won't get to... Certainly not anytime soon. I won't be able to play June for like a good amount of time. I set up an old emulator last week to see if I'd be able to sort of stream that. But the controllers aren't 100% on it. So like when I plug my PS4 controller into it, like it doesn't, like on some games it doesn't fully work. Like it's not the controller, because I'll test it out on a console or something and it'll be fine, but on the emulator there's just certain buttons that don't work right. Like on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, I used to love playing that. For some reason, the camera swings all the way around to the front. So like you're skating into the camera, so you can't see what you're skating, what's ahead of you when you skate. So it kind of bums out the whole experience, which is a bit annoying, but I don't know. I might need to just play about with it a bit more. Oh, thank you so much for the hearts, Slanderfloor. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's not. It doesn't look too shit, does it? The angle on TikTok, but still, you can still kind of see it. I'm hoping. What's that? Oh, thank you for the subscribe on YouTube as well. Really appreciate it. Welcome in. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow. Well, I might actually tomorrow. I'll do another sketchbook drawing because I've not done one in a while. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Well, off the back of that, I'd definitely say that the dual streaming's been a success. I didn't think anything had come of it because I thought it would probably look a bit shit, the angle of the phone on that stand, but it's been alright. Evening, Dead Hand. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Had a good weekend? Had a good couple of weeks? Etc, etc. I need to remember to link these pens in the description of my TikTok when I put it up. They're very, very good. Very good. Very, very good, yes. I'll have to look at your post after I've done Haiku because I can't. I'll have a look at the minute. Oh, that sounds awesome with the spiderweb effect. I really want to check it out now, but I can't. How are we doing on TikTok? Still getting all those likes. Thank you so much for the likes. And thank you. Oh, have I been gifted something? I haven't seen it. If someone has gifted me something, I can't tell. I don't think they have. Thank you for the share. Cylinder floor. And sorry to hear you've had a rocky few weeks, Dead Hand. I hope you're all right. Yeah, I had a bit of a rough one last week, but seem to have come through it. That's all you can do though, is just push on through it, aren't you? Like if you have a shit patch. God, that sucks. How what floor are you in your building, Coob? Like if it's like the first 3 or 4, then might be all right. But any more than that, you'd be shagged, wouldn't you? Or even 3 or 4 is quite a hefty wallop, isn't it? Much needed but not wanted. Yeah, cardio does suck. Oh, 5th floor. Yeah, 5th floor is just a bit. It's not the worst, but it's like. Yeah, that's still. Like every day doing that, you'd be fucked, wouldn't you? But that's what cardio is. Needed but not wanted. No one wants to do cardio. Arse. I did my first bit of cardio this morning in months. So like you can't see it, but behind me, I've got like a really compact exercise bike that I couldn't kind of unfold because my office was such a shit tip. But now that I can, I thought, right, I'm doing half an hour this morning, which I did. I felt okay. Like I didn't feel too knackered because I thought I'll just get back into it slowly. But it's when your legs aren't used to it. Like your legs start to feel really heavy. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But exercise does help with your mental health, so I thought, yeah, get on that. Thank you for all the likes, Landlord. Yeah, if anyone from TikTok is interested, I am streaming this on YouTube as well. I do live streams every Monday and every Friday. I do time lapses as well, and other things. So feel free to subscribe. I tell you what, you can't hear this on YouTube, but my phone is like right next to me, so my phone is literally there, right? I don't know if I can move this phone. Or my old phone, it's just like a tablet, so it's literally right there. Right? And Cylinder Floor on TikTok, bless him. Thank you so much. He's liking, like he's spam liking the stream, which I'm really, really grateful for. But what's happening is I can hear the tapping noise on your screen, the kind of. I can hear it through the phone, which is really odd. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's just a strange noise. If I've accidentally just blocked somebody there, I do apologise, I didn't mean to. I was trying to scroll down in my chat and then someone's name came up. I sound like our old fucking granddad when I'm trying to talk about streaming and stuff. No, my tower is over that way to the right. It's way over to the right. Oh god, yeah. Oh, nice, Dead Hand. Love it. Did you manage to finish the... Don't tell me what you got before. That's going to annoy me now. I'm not going to look at the chat until I remember what you got. It wasn't the Ghostbusters one. That's going to really piss me off. I can't remember what the Lego set... Rivendell, wasn't it? The Lord of the Rings one. Did you finish it? But we'll probably be back in a bit. Good luck with the drawing. Cheers, Coob. I'll check out your drawing after I've finished here. Go on and enjoy yourself on Rocket League with all your pals. Thank you again for popping in. Good to see you all again. Yeah, I think I remember you saying something before, Rooney, about price differences where you are. I can't remember what it was last time we spoke about. You said the price... Was it a drone you said that you bought? Like the price difference from sort of Europe and America to where you are is... But I think it might have been... Was it the other way? Was it like really cheap where you are? There are certain things that are really, really cheap where you are, but are really expensive here. I can't remember. I have to refresh my memory. I do, Coob, and I'm always thankful for it, my friend. I need to buy some new... I caught up on the stream on this end. There I am. It says I've got my tablet in front of me now. So I've got an XP pen tablet. I'll see if I can swivel this round. There you go. That looks weird, doesn't it? But yeah, my XP pen tablet is now. So it's everything's in like proper. Well, it's not 4K, it's 2K. I think my tablet, because that's all I could afford. Because the Wacom ones are a joke. But I don't have to kind of scroll down because the chat on the other one was underneath the video, but now it's sort of next to it, so it's a lot easier. Normally on TikTok it's alright because I can put a bit of music on, but because I'm streaming on YouTube I cannot have any music. Drone was $3,200 US, yeah. Dune wasn't released in 3D at all? Was that like a choice of the director? Is it Denis Villeneuve? Yeah, it's Denis Villeneuve, isn't it? I don't even know if it's the director who makes the decision. I assume it would be, if they have it in 3D or not. I don't know why it would be anyone else's decision. Back. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, you're normally kind of US and Europe who first port calls, aren't they? US especially. I checked in on the Oscars last night to see who won. No surprises to see who won Best Actor. Cillian Murphy, I mean, I didn't see every performance, but Cillian Murphy's performance in Oppenheimer was definitely worthy of the Oscar win. I'm not sure about the Best Film, but it doesn't surprise me that it won. But then again, Barbie was nominated for an Oscar. Was it really that good? I haven't seen Barbie. But to me, that seems like nominating Super Mario Brothers for an Oscar. Well, I suppose that's an animated film, so probably did, didn't it? But you know what I mean? Like, if you nominated, I don't know, like just a random kids film. Like, I don't know, Clifford the Big Red Dog, when that came out, can I get nominated for an Oscar? Harakuru, Cillian Murphy is an incredible actor, full stop. I wholeheartedly agree with you on that one. I think he is a fantastic actor. I think anyone who's seen Peaky Blinders will agree. Just that on its own. But the thing is, everything he's been in Nolan's films, he's been great. Like, I loved him as the Scarecrow. I thought he was really good in Inception. Dunkirk is the only Nolan film I haven't seen. Because every time I go to watch it, it's out of like rotation on the streaming services. And then when I'm not, like I'm in the middle of watching something else, it comes back. I keep missing it. I did think about buying it on Blu-ray the other day when I was in town. Yeah, I do like Christopher Nolan's work. I am a fan. Barbie was fun. I don't know about an Oscar level good, but then again, the Oscars have been quite wonky. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like some of the decisions they've made when, like this goes back years though. Was it Marissa Tomei when they gave her the Oscar for My Cousin Vinny, and loads of people kicked off about that. But I thought she was brilliant in that. I think that's a great film as well. Again, Oscar worthy. I mean, what the hell even is Oscar worthy? I don't know. I remember when Black Panther got nominated for an Oscar. I couldn't believe that. I thought Black Panther looked amazing in the trailer. And then when I watched it, I thought, this is just a very, I don't want to say bang average, because it's better than bang average, but it's just a very decent action film. Like, I think Infinity War was the same year, and that was a genuinely brilliantly put together film. Like, to carry that many kind of stories through it, it was really well made. I'm not even saying that should have been nominated for an Oscar, but it was more Oscar worthy, I would say, than Black Panther. But it's, I don't know, it's the Oscars. They seem to just chuck sort of random films in there, don't they? Harukuru, apologies for getting back to you late on the comments. I'm dual streaming here, so I'm kind of having like 3 different conversations. Looking amazing as always. Daniel draws. Okay. Thanks for popping in, by the way. Dunkirk is overrated. I've not heard. I've heard Interstellar. People, a couple of people say that's overrated. I don't agree. I think Interstellar was brilliant. I've heard All Quiet on the Western Front's really, really good. Yeah, I like Nolan's work. Like Tenet seems to get a hard time, but I thought it was really good. But then again, that film is very much my taste. Like I really like kind of strange, weird sci-fi films. People say it was trying to be a bit too clever for its own good. I don't know. I didn't mind it. I suppose I can get why people didn't love it, but I like that kind of thing. So, excuse me. I can accept people not loving it, but I thought it was great. Oh, Solanderfloor, thank you for popping in on YouTube. I really like this art style. Thank you. Yeah, it was just. It's hard to say what exactly this art style was born out of. Just the things that I love visually, like pixel art video games of the 16-32-bit era, 16-bit era. Graffiti art is a big influence. It's just fun to draw. I just really like drawing this kind of stuff and making weird shapes and that kind of thing. But no, good to see you, Dan, on TikTok. It's been a while. Gonna drop out. If you're still streaming in half an hour, I'll jump back in. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you too, Dan. I didn't realise it was you until you said. But yeah, hop over to my YouTube channel. We've got a good crowd in there. We always get a good bunch chatting about the world, chatting about movies and games and all that kind of stuff. Welcome to the YouTube side. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is where it all goes down. I should really maybe do that. Because what tends to happen if I've got the camera or my phone camera kind of directly above the sketchbook, what tends to happen is it kind of focuses on this and then it blurs out the rest of it. So. But what it's done there, you see, is it's flipped the camera. Why has it done that? Why on earth has it done that? Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. You're going to flip it back? Oh, why has it done that? So much for a return. There you go. Right, I think we're back. Yes, we're back. Stupid thing. You can see we run a smooth ship around here, Solanderfloor. Never anything. Yeah, nothing ever goes wrong around here. Oh yeah, it's all professional here. Nothing goes wrong, you know. I think we're on some sort of 2-bit operation here. No. But I don't know how much of my work you've seen, Solanderfloor. I've done, like I said, we're on number 43. So the first one I started sort of in here. I kind of did a few drawings like this. This was when I was kind of still figuring out what I wanted to do. Kind of just mess about with shapes and colours and all that kind of stuff. Started to... I think that was the first video I did on YouTube, I think. Can't be right, I can't remember though. And then I decided to start a series here, that was the first one. And we're 43 deep after all these. And like I said, I was absent for the last couple of weeks, rearranging some stuff. So I'm in the middle of searching for some paper. Some I think matte quality paper. I think I'm going to use. It seems to be the best option, and I'll do a few print outs of these, and you can see if you want to purchase anything from my good self. Only the finest camera fondling, indeed. You got up to 1.8k on TikTok. Thanks to your good selves, Cylinder Law. All those likes. Yeah, I think I'll do, well, I'm going to try and do a time-lapse tomorrow, and then in the evening I might live stream a brand new drawing that I'm going to work on. But I don't know, I might plan one out first actually, I don't know. In fact, no, probably not. What I'll do is I'll probably work on finding appropriate paper and ink and stuff for the prints that need sorting. I'll probably do that actually before I start a brand new original piece. And I'm going to sell the other two as well actually. Yeah, I've still got two of the original pieces left for people to buy, but I suppose if you're new to the channel or new to the TikTok, you're not going to know about them because I've only done like one video post. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll sell the other two first, then I'll start on a new one. Or at least one. I'll sell one of them. Oh, have you, Dead Hand? What do you think of it so far? I really like it. I really like that kind of television show though. Like, I think I prefer that style of TV where, like, all my favourite shows are that where, like, each episode is its own episode, like it's all episodical, where each episode's its own story, but there's like an overarching kind of, I don't know, like theme or larger kind of picture going on behind it. Like X-Files, which is my favourite show of all time, kind of does that. Star Trek Next Generation, not quite as much. That is more very individualistic. Like I know there's the stuff with the Borg, but I just think I prefer that. End of season 1. Yeah, it's really, really good. The characters are really good in it as well. Like, some people might think they come across as a bit dry or whatever, but I don't know. I think it suits the show. I think John Caviezel was really good in it. I do like him. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Where am I? Kind of about halfway through season 3, I think. Maybe coming towards the end of it. Dino Girl joined. Hello, Dino Girl. I'll quickly just put this in before I forget. Do you know what? I'm surprised my my other phone that I'm streaming TikTok on is still going. Because it was barely half charged, that one. We've got 5 in the YouTube. I think we had 6 earlier. Still haven't got anywhere near the record of 9. One day we will crack 10 on YouTube. We will crack 10 viewers. What the hell is that? We will break it, ladies and gents. We will. Is the chat? I'm always worried that something's breaking down. It might just be no one's said anything in chat. No, I don't think they are. I'm just always worried that something's breaking or broken. Oh, God, no worries, man. Don't worry about it. I'm always worried that something's gone wrong or something's broken. Yeah, thank you for all the continued likes on TikTok. JK Draws, thank you so much for the rose. Yeah, I keep saying apologies to people watching on TikTok. I'm streaming on YouTube as well, so I'm kind of drifting between back and forth. So I might catch your comment and your gifts a bit late. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So how about them Yankees? Baseball. I don't think I've ever watched a baseball game in my life. The only thing I've ever watched relating to baseball is a film called A League of Their Own with Gina Davis and Madonna, and it's really good. Oh no, Major League as well. I love that film. And I have seen Moneyball, which is also a really good film. But beyond those, I've got no interest in baseball. I would go and watch one live though, like if ever I took a holiday to America. It's massive in Japan as well, isn't it, baseball? I'd definitely go and watch a game there. never got baseball. It's just rounders with a bigger bat. I used to quite like rounders at school. Interesting. My live was disconnected due to inactivity. That's mental. That my live has just been disconnected on TikTok due to inactivity. Even though I've literally just been sat here drawing, but okay, TikTok. Whatever you say. I was literally drawing, but whatever you say, TikTok. What does TikTok want? A dance show? Yeah, TikTok's done that a couple of times to me before. What it's done before is it's limited reach for 10 minutes due to low video quality. I mean, I kind of get it. Like, it's meant to be, I'm assuming it's meant to be like a measure to prevent people just going live, sitting there doing nothing, and then leeching money off it that way. But I've seen people, there's one that keeps popping up on my For You page where it's a guy who's asleep on his gaming PC and it's footage of Geometry Dash. And he's just sat there. I don't even think it's the YouTube account that's streaming it. I'm not even sure if it's their footage or not. But yeah, I'm sat here drawing away. But inactivity, okay? Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Oh, that's what the tapping is. It's every time I move it, it's like the grip on this stand is kind of tapping against something. It made it sound like someone was tapping against the screen. Thank you for all the 5 likes as well on YouTube, by the way. I've only just seen that. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Justice has new music out and new album coming. I'm quite excited. Have I ever heard of Justice before? Yes, I have. They're the ones that do the Fire. That video with Susan Sarandon in it. That's a great tune, that. Fire, fire, do-do-do, yeah, I've not heard anything from them in ages. My mate, my university friend Nick sent me that video years ago. How are we looking? I quite like this one. Don't know if there's much more I can do with this one. I might fill in some gaps a bit more. Like the middle sections, but I don't think I'm going to do a background for this one. I don't think it needs one. I think what we'll do is just fill out the middle. G-Funk, how's it going, my friend? It's been a minute. I like just as much as Daft Punk. Yeah, I really like Justice. I've not heard all their stuff, but yeah, I think they're great. How you doing, G, anyway? It's been a minute since we've caught up. Glad you're good, my friend. What have you been up to? Anything exciting? I know you and Mr. Black went to... Did you go to London? How long ago was that, actually? I'm sure you boys went somewhere recently. Not really. Well, I say recently. It's been a while since we've spoken to you, hasn't it? So I might be thinking the last time we spoke, which was probably longer than I think. I was going to ask you what you've been playing recently. Oh shit, as I dropped my pen. Where's my... Sons of the Forest. I have not heard of Sons of the Forest. What's it about? I'm surprised I haven't heard of that. Even though I don't play most games, I still tend to keep an eye out for what's coming out and not. I think, did I hear of The Forest? I may have heard of that. Is it any good? Oh, you actually came up, I forgot to say this, G. You came up in conversation on, I think it might have been the very last YouTube stream I did before I took a couple of weeks off. We would chat, me, Dead Hand, Dunny and Coob. Coob's nipped off. We were talking about games, like our longest sort of stretch of time on games on Steam. And mine's pathetic. I think mine's... I don't even think I've got a game that's broken 100 hours yet. I think I'm still on about 90 odd for 2 Point Hospital. And I said, the person that I know who's got the most hours on anything is you. Oh no, it's between you and my cousin. My cousin had... It was a couple of 1,000 hours on Warframe, and I think yours was Civilization 5, wasn't it? Or was it Civ 4? Yeah, horror doesn't really do it for me anymore. But yeah, it was between Civ 5. Yeah, it was between... I can't remember who had the most. It was you or my cousin. It was 2,000 hours or something. But yeah, the most I've got is 2 Point. I still haven't finished 2 Point Hospital, by the way. I'm up to the... I'll go back to it. I'm up to the... Where did I get to? The tropical section. Where you have to kind of start installing your aircon units and stuff. That's where I got to. Yeah, 14 years, that's fair enough. It's not like these absolute mental... Like, I know Team Fortress players built up like a couple of 1,000 hours in like less than a year. Yeah, there's still a couple of games on Steam I haven't finished. Like, I still haven't finished Doom. Like, I've nearly finished it, but I don't know why I stopped playing it. I do this with a lot of games. Like, I'll get... Like, if they just don't grab me as much... Like, I don't tend to miss them when I play them. Like, I'm having a bit of trouble like that now with Breath of the Wild, which is what I'm going through. I'm giving that a bit more... How can we say leeway, because it's a Zelda game. But it's a fucking chore at the minute. Like, I don't like... The thing with Breath of the Wild is I don't miss it when I'm not playing it. Like, I can quite happily have a few days off from that and be like, yeah, that's fine, I'll come back to that. Yet to install, yeah. I've nearly finished it. I'll get round to it. I think what happens with certain games, like Doom's one of them, I'll get caught up in like the side stuff. And I'll think, oh, I've nearly unlocked that achievement, and I'll get kind of distracted. And then I might get bored of trying to get that achievement, and I'll like completely forgetting about the main game. It's like stupid. Like, there's a few other games I started. Like Bioshock 2 I started, because I finished Bioshock 1 for the second time, which I love. I think I got a couple of hours into Bioshock 2, but couldn't quite get into it, but I might give it another go. But I'm doing this thing because I really wanted to play Bioshock Infinity, but I'm thinking, no, I'll be sensible. I'll do the second one first, and then I'll play Infinite. I was saying earlier to the guys in here that as a means to wind down, I might start streaming games on here. Like I fired up my old PS2, my PS3 I've just got back, because it was downstairs in the living room for so long I didn't get to play it. And because I sold my first picture a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to use part of the funds, because I didn't need to get a new printer, so I've got a few quid sort of spare fundage. So I might use one to get a capture card, or I might use some of the funds to get a capture card and the sort of yearly subscription to the Switch, where you can play all your SNES and N64 games. So I might do that. I might start streaming all my like Ocarina and Banjo-Kazooie and all that. I brought Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2 the other day. Probably not, but I have them. I've got so many games on Steam like that I just wanted. The last two in fact, I can tell you that I bought 2 games on Steam in the last, 5 years? I bought The Messenger. I really wanted that. And it came down to about 4 quid or something, and I really wanted it. And I bought Watch Dogs. The reason I bought Watch Dogs is because I had it on Uplay, which is Ubisoft's little game launcher thing. I think I bought it on there for £2.50, but I couldn't log into Uplay. And because of how lazy I am, and I thought, you know what, I cannot be arsed pissing around with Uplay. I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't think I had any meaningful game on there. I just rebought it on Steam for 3 quid. So I thought, right, there you go. I'll just play it on Steam. I'm a little curious about streaming, but I haven't done any research. It's not too difficult from what I've read up. Like, I thought, I'll just chuck my TikTok live on and go from there. But for your Switch, it was mainly for my Switch in particular, because I've got some like emulators and stuff I could use, but I'm having a bit of trouble with the controller, especially on the PS2 one. So I thought, can you do it through the TV? So I had a little look into it, and it doesn't seem to be too difficult. So yeah, I'll definitely be giving it a go. Oh, welcome back, Kuba. Did you have fun on Rocket League? Kick some ass. We've still got to finish. I was looking through my Steam list the other day. We started Borderlands 2 because I was looking at all the games I'd started and not finished. Was it me, you, and Anthony going through Borderlands 2? We should fire that back up and stream it. One more than you lost. That's good. Good to hear. I had to uninstall the Rocket League. But I'd be up for that, G, if you're still knocking about on Steam. If you want to carry on with Borderlands 2, I know it's been a while, but I'm assuming it couldn't be that hard to get back into. It has been a while. Could do with something a bit more light-hearted after Breath of the Wild, because that game is... It is waning me down. Like it happened again, like... Started getting really into it. And there's a bit now... All I can help but think is, when I'm playing it, I'm thinking, if this was Ocarina of Time, they would have done this so much better. Like, there's a bit now where you've got to go through, like, a thief's base. And the point is you distract, like, the baddies with a, and then you go around the back and sort of stealth kill them. And I like it. But the problem is, one of the enemies in it is so flipping overpowered that he one-hit kills you. And it's just... I think because the combat's not great in it, and it just... I don't know. I'm not sure I was that into Borderlands. I think I more did it for the social aspect of it. Because I finished Borderlands 1 on my own, and it took about 30 odd hours. It took ages to finish that. And that, like when I finished the first one, I thought, do you know what, I'm probably done with Borderlands. But when Anthony suggested playing it, I thought, why not? It's, I don't think I'd play it on my own. Like, I don't think I'd single player that game. Because it was quite hefty, like you say. I'm trying to think of a good multiplayer game that could be played like that. Me and my uni mates played a little game called Alien Swarm, which was loads of fun. I really enjoyed that. Right, I don't know if I can do anything else with this. I'll drop a bit down here. I wanted to mention the Arcade Warehouse that's opening, Donny. You up for... Yeah, me and Blackie have been chatting about that. Been trying to get... Can I even say Blackie on YouTube, for fuck's sake? That is his real name, YouTube, by the way, ish. But yeah, he's been mentioning it in the group. Me, him, and Shane have been chatting about it. But yeah, but I'm definitely up for going, checking it out. Oh, you bugger. Yeah, Shane says he's already been with his little girl and said it was good. But yeah, I'd definitely be up for checking that out. Love this bit. Oh, thank you, Coop. Robo Butler with a bunch of arms doing variable tasks. I don't know. I always see these pieces as like space station type places, like floating structures in space. That's how I always see them. Like, but I quite like the fact that other people see them differently. Like, people see them as floor. A lot of the time, people see them as floor plans, which I find interesting. I suppose that's maybe a better representation because of the Y's come up. Excuse me. But yeah, I just always see them as like structures in space. bottle reminds me of the... Like, I suppose the best way, what I'll do is I'll show you what the influence is, and then I'll show you where I get them from. Oh, I need to stand up. Has Mr. Black messaged you about a specific day on going to the warehouse, G? Because I don't see you in the commentary zone. Because I said Saturday's the best day for me, but it might be a case of depending on when you do it. If it's during the day, I'd probably have to take Xander, but I'm sure you'd be alright with that. Because it's somewhere where he'd want to go. Bear with me, chaps. I'll show you what I mean. Nope. So what I'll do... So what I'll do is I'll show you all my reference sheets that I use. Can I move that? There you go. There's one. There's two. Three. Now I can use my pen. My pen! No, we've mentioned it but not talk details. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, because Xander would love that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'll drop... Oh, I can't do it there, can I? See something akin to the Matrix. Right, what I'll have to do... So I'll get the R-type reference sheet up, yeah, and then I might have to just zoom out of it. So I'm trying to find the best sort of that's probably the best kind of snapshot I'll get. So what I mean is, when the inspiration for these kind of pieces is stuff like this. I'll try and do it without. So that's my R-type reference sheet. So like, whoa. So like all the structures. So that's a good example. Where is it? That one. Where you can kind of see sort of the blocks and all the kind of details within it. That's probably the best kind of visual representation of what I mean. Can I... No, it's not going to let me do it, is it? Can I right click? No, it's not going to let me do it. Yeah, I need my mouse really. But yeah, that's kind of what that's trying to be, basically. If you see what I'm getting at. But yeah, Mr. G, we'll have to organise something for sure, because it's been flipping ages since I've seen you in IRL. I can't remember the last time I saw you in real life, G. It's been too long. But yeah, we'll get that arranged for show. Right, I'm going to wrap that up there because I said so. And I'm busting for the loo. Where's my pen gone? But I can't really think of anything else to do with that. I can't really do... I think because of the details in the middle, I think that kind of is front and centre. I think a background would maybe take away from it. I could have done maybe a similar background to this one with all the dots, but I think I think you've had your load. Got time to check my little doodle. I should do now, actually, yes, because my TikTok ended. Well, I ended the TikTok. TikTok ended my live stream on there because of inactivity. I think it's lying out its arse, but there you go. Let's have a look. So gander. Oh, nice. Is that the first one you've done? I'm sure it won't have been, but sort of traditional using pens and a sketchbook. Or I'm pretty sure it's the first one I've seen. But it's very, very cool. I see what you mean about the spider web thingy. Yeah, really good, man. Very, very good. Oh, my back. I'm such an old fart, for God's sake. But yes, chaps, thank you so much all for joining. It was good to see you again. Good to catch up. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you to everyone on TikTok as well. Before I got rudely cut off. But yeah, it's a good one to return to. I'll be back on YouTube on Friday for a live stream. I'm desperately going to try and do a sketchbook one tomorrow. I'm not going to start any new original pieces until at least one of the other two that I've done have sold. So they are still available. For anyone who is interested. Where are we? So, for anyone who does pick this up in the future, these two are still available, so that one and that one are still available if anyone is interested in buying them. Once I've sold one of those, I will start a new one. I've also, that's just reminded me, I've got to buy some boxes and padding paper to put them in as well. So, yeah, I'll get on that. Yeah, it does. Nice to hear from you. Yeah, you too, G. We'll catch up properly soon. But yeah, no, thank you for everyone for joining again. Have a good week. Keep an eye out on YouTube for some time lapses, and keep an eye out on TikTok for some other live streams. I won't be doing original pieces, but I might mess about on my tablet with some digital work. So keep an eye out for that. But until the next time, have a good one, and I'll catch you later.